We had a great conversation. The end of the day, the best part of this online business is we brainstorm.
Yeah,
People, you can't just like we can't share enough how wonderful this online business is. We're
yeah,
coming from,
truly.
yes,
I'm very
really,
grateful.
from Canada, from California. So there's four of us today. We normally are five of us. She's from New Mexico, right? So we miss you, Chris. But today it's a wonderful opportunity once again with podcasting every Tuesday, Legacy Summit. There is a reason why it's Legacy Summit. Although Caroline, our team lead, gave us that name. When you say legacy, it just doesn't mean financial legacy that you pass on to the kids. Every children who see us, our grandchildren see us do this, they're saying we are going to be, hopefully someday, be able to bravely say that what we do is going to change others people's lives. This business has changed my life. The four of us, our lives are changed. It's not an overnight sensation. I would say it's a build in progress. It's a every little things that we do in this business, it's making us grow as a human being, as a kind human being. We lift each other up to be successful. So can this business really change lives? That's the topic for today. So my name's Luisita Ventura Carpizo. I'm from California. I'm a registered nurse. I hail from the Philippines. I've been here since I was 22, long time. And I'm just so blessed that I saw this business. But my life has changed being an immigrant from the Philippines. But this business 4.5 years ago has given me life back. So it did change. So hold on and see what we can share with you, and your lives might be changed. This might be the game changer for something that you're looking for. I want to give in to Caroline. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Lucita, for hosting today's podcast. My name is Caroline. I'm originally from Vietnam and I currently live in California and I'm a mom of two grown sons. I run my own travel retail business and I do this digital business as a side hustle and I love it because it's going to pave the way to my golden years. Now I pass the word to Zan.
Oh, hi, everyone. Thank you, Caroline. Okay, good evening, good morning, wherever you're watching from. Everyone, thank you. And welcome to our another podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in with us or maybe catching this later and spending part of your day with us. My name is Zen. I am originally from Philippines, but living here in Canada with my husband, my two kids, and I'm grateful to be one of the here, one of the panelists. I'm a wife, I'm a mother of two, and I work full time while building this business on the side. To all of you who are watching, if you've been curious about online business or you're exploring ways to supplement your income and create more financial flexibility, I believe you'll find tonight's discussion, our session, both informative and encouraging. So I'm looking forward to sharing my personal experience and perspective, and I hope our discussion provides valuable insights that help you make informed decisions as you explore your life's options. Now I give it to Vanji. Thank you.
Okay, so yes, good evening or good afternoon, good morning, everyone who those who are watching right now, and thank you for supporting us, our live or replays. So yes, my name is Evangeline or Banji for sure. So currently living here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, raised and born in Cebu, Philippines, and a wife, a mom of two lovely girls, and from full-time healthcare workers down to part-time now because of this business. And I love the flexibility. I love what I'm doing, and and being hands-on mom, that's the best what I'm as a mom. And of course, I'm sharing also to our mothers or parents right out there, looking for something, a flexible, like, a real business that working for you in the background. Okay, back to you, Coach Luisita.
Thank you so much. So, is this business able to change lives? So, we have questions that every one of us is going to dive in. And as you know, we give solution to those who are looking for some better way of life, to make their dreams come true. And it's so hard to look out there because there's so many. And we come to you with our sincere heart that we could be solution to whatever you're looking for, because we are living testimonies. About 280,000 in our private online community, and we are a handful whose lives were changed. So today we're going to dive in. Trust that what we give to you is an honest fact of what this business can do. So I have Zen. There is a question here, Zen, for you. Why did you decide to start an online business? And zone in. What has it done, and why? Why this business?
Yeah, for sure. So I decided to start an online business during one of the hardest, or I should say, challenging seasons of my life. I had just given birth to my second child, and of course, was on maternity leave at that time. And that was in 2019. While I was receiving employment insurance, or EIS, what we call it here in Canada, it was only a small portion, or just a fraction of what I normally earned from my full time job when I was still working. Meanwhile, our expenses never stopped. We still had to pay for insurance, utilities, our phone bills, internet, and groceries, which the groceries, seem to get more expensive all the time. It's day to day, it's increasing. Um, that's based on experience. Now, to make ends meet, my husband took an extra work and worked longer hours. Watching him carry that burden was very difficult to handle, or to digest. I wanted to contribute, but as a mother who just gave birth, and caring for a newborn and my older son, I felt limited in what I could do. As immigrants from Philippines, family means everything to us, to me personally. One of the hardest parts was knowing we couldn't support our parents back home the way we wanted to. That pains me so much. And my because we always wanted to be there for them, of course. Now, during that time, I prayed constantly for wisdom and guidance. I didn't rush into anything. I did my due diligence, researched the business thoroughly, and asked God to lead me in the right direction. And looking back now, I truly believe this opportunity was an answer to my prayers. Today, I've been building this business for more than 7 years, and I can honestly say it has changed our lives in so many positive and good ways. Yes, it has helped us financially, but the impact goes far beyond that. It has given me hope during difficult, moments or seasons, whatever we call it. Confidence in myself, because I was really too shy in facing in front of the camera before doing this business. So that means I also had like personal growth. I built relationships with my business partners globally, and I also I have the ability to dream bigger for my family. And most importantly, it has given me the opportunity to help other hardworking parents who are looking for another way to create income and more choices for their future. That is why I continue what I do today. It started as a way to help my own family, myself, and my extended family, and my husband, but it has grown into a mission to help other families believe that change is possible too. So that's it from me, Luisita. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Zen. So I guess I'm gonna answer this. What if you make a one decision today that's gonna change the trajectory of your life? That is not a cliche question, because I made a decision 4.5 years ago to bravely um, dive into an online business. So this online business is, I would say, like Zen, it's a gift because I prayed for it. It was during the heat of pandemic that I was burned out. I was close by death, sight of death. I see body dying, body being bagged left and right, and it was a war zone. And that in itself gave me the opportunity to venture into an online business that has changed my life. I didn't know what this is going to be. I don't know if it's going to work for me. But all I know is I jumped in and gave it a chance. This business has turned my life, I would say, far beyond my imagination. As a workaholic nurse, in California, we have bills. It requires a lot of money. A gas right now is $5.98 a gallon. It takes about $80 to $60 to full tank. So to even venture into an online business and invest money to be an entrepreneur, sometimes you'll tell yourself, are you out of your mind? Save that money for the bills. But if you don't invest money to make money, your money in the bank will forever be in the bank. So that changed me. This business changed my mindset. That for me to be able to get not totally out of nursing, which I took 6 months break from nursing because of this business. I earned money from this business. I kid you not. When I first saw the check in the mail from this business, my life once again. And I said, I can earn money, not just being a nurse. I am grateful for nursing. It has sent my kids to school and has fed us and has put roof in our head. I'm grateful for nursing. But it opened my eyes that this business can give me income. Entrepreneurship is a powerful component of lifestyle a human being can give themselves. That is when you give money to give your money to invest for another stream of income is the best gift you can give yourself. Now, I was able to travel outside of the country. I was able to go home in the Philippines after 36 years. Before, I would say, I'm not going to do it. The money is so expensive. It's going to require so much. The business requires learning. I started back when I was 22. I love to learn. I love to read. I love to grow. I love to help. I love to help more. Success is not sweet if you don't share it with anybody. This is something for someone who loves to share the power of money, the power of growth. This business has changed me. So I'm sharing it with you. This business actually when I would spend money to go out, I would be guilty. The business changed me. Everything that I spend for as a business owner is tax write-off. I won't buy myself a computer. I'll buy something of a less caliber. But this business is tax write-off. As a nurse, I can work as many hours, and an entrepreneur would take away some of my earning as a nurse because I am using my house, I'm using my car, I'm using my travel expenses, my convention, my books, everything is going to be offsetting the income that I'm making as a nurse. So you don't have to stop working as a nurse or anybody who's watching because you have a business. This business required, my idea of a business is I'll be in the store 24/7. And I said, because I have to know what to sell. Well, we are giving you the opportunity. We're not selling any product. We don't hold any inventory. The company that we're affiliated with ship those products. We are just affiliate. My mindset again changed on what entrepreneurship. So there's so many more. And as I've said, we're just few of the many people's lives were changed. So the next goal is retire early, time and financial freedom, legacy, and generational wealth. This business can do that for you. So I'm gonna turn it into Banji. Thank you for listening with this talk and so many perks. So thank you for listening. Let me give Banji her question. Can an online business create an additional source of income and help build financial freedom, Banji?
You're muted.
Sorry about that. So yes, thank you, Sis Luisita, for that nice questions that I really resonate. Yes, the answer is yes. Not because it was easy, but because I was willing to learn, stay consistent, and take action. I want to be honest, guys. I'm not yet at that final destinations as a financial freedom, but I'm still building, growing, and working towards our bigger dreams. And what inspired me every day, seeing thousands of families, individuals in our community as a living proof that this journey can create real opportunities. Some have achieved financial freedom and even retired earlier because of this business. So before, I was trading my time for money and now as a part-time healthcare workers and hands-on mom, I always dream of finding a way to to provide for my family and also while being present for my two lovely girls and starting this business give me other option and a way to build and additional source of income, create more flexibility, and work towards our long-term goals. So it's not that overnight success. This is a disclaimer, okay? So it's a journey of learning, patience, and faith, and showing up consistently. So yes, I'm showing up every day, no matter what, even in the bad days. So whatever it takes, okay? So and the biggest blessings is being able to balance being moms and working and also building something like for our future, especially to my two lovely girls as for their legacy. And I'm grateful that I took a leap of faith because every small steps today is helping me build the legacy for my family and especially to my lovely girls. So financially freedom it took different for everyone, but it start with being open and learning, believing that more is possible. So to all parents or moms out there who are dreams more and more options for their families or your dreams are worth taking action. Okay, so just take a leap of faith and take action. Okay, so yeah, that's all for me. Back to you, sis Luisita.
Thank you so much. I saved the last question for Caroline. It's the best question, because I know you are an entrepreneur already when you joined the business. Do you believe an online business can create more freedom? Because I know you have a lot of freedom in your hands, although you are a traditional business owner. Do you believe an online business can create more time freedom, and why?
Yes, to answer your question, the answer is definitely yes. Digital business can create time freedom, but with the right expectations. Definitely, when you start a new digital business, you have to spend a little time. The freedom doesn't come instantly because you do need to spend a little time to learn new skills. And this is common with any business or any new career. There is a learning curve. And you're lucky because you have one of the best training in the marketplace. It's awesome, it's beginner friendly. And even though I'm a seasoned business person and previously also a corporate executive, I found this training in our business is top notch. So there is a learning curve. You're going to learn new skills. And also, why time freedom? I give you an example because I come from a traditional business. I used to be in corporate. I was a corporate executive. I also started my own business. And what I can say is when you are employed in a traditional business, and let's say you want to earn more money or you want to climb up the corporate ladder or get promotion, what you have to do is to work harder. You have to put in more time. And in my experience, I had to work long hours. I have to manage a lot of stress, and also I had to travel for work, and that in itself is extremely a lot of preparations, a lot of stress, and also a lot of expectations from the top management. And when I started my own business, it's the same thing. You have to deal with a lot of issues that you cannot get away from. It can be payroll, it can be you have to pay the rent, you have to meet sales target, etc. And what I really appreciate about this digital business, truly, because I've been on the traditional business side, is that number one, you have really amazing flexibility because I can start this business without giving up my career, without giving up my job. without giving up any of my commitments. You can just jump in and do this on the side, and it's flexible that you can do whenever you want. Let's say early in the morning, late at night, even when the dinner is cooked, on the stove, or let's say when your children are doing the homework, or any time, or even when you drive to pick up the kid at school, or you wait at the doctor's office, you can do this business whenever you want. And you can also do it wherever you want. You can be in a coffee shop, you can be in your kitchen, you can do when you travel. It's so flexible. And another time freedom advantage with this business is we can also benefit from digital tools. And what it creates is some form of automation. Instead of doing repetitive tasks, like routine tasks, it can be replaced by our extremely smart tools that are automated and help you save so much time. So that in itself also create time freedom. And the other point is, what you are having in this business is not just a business like my Risita has mentioned, Zen and Venchi. What we are building here, it's a real legacy, not just to earn more money. It's self-growth. It's what we can leave to our family, to our children, eventually to our grandchildren. We are building something that is so meaningful that can benefit generations to come. And what kind of job in the normal world, in the traditional sense, can give that to you? So we are enriching ourselves not just in terms of finance or in terms of time freedom, but on top, you are building a real legacy that you can leave behind and that can pave the way to financial security in your golden years. So this is what I really love about this business. And that's why I would answer definitely yes. It can definitely give you time freedom in that sense with the right expectations. Thank you. Rosita, back to you.
We appreciate that answer, Caroline. That's very, very at point. So we have a fifth question. Since we are here as business owners to come to you, not just to educate you about our business, to motivate you maybe to jump in or to kind of just give you a little bit of inspiration that there's something out there that can solve the problems that we have exponentially. There is fifth question. We're still early. We have 7 minutes to end this. Individually offer their, how do we get in? But what would you say to someone who is curious, like they are curious watching about starting an online business, but is afraid to take the first step? And through that, by incidentally, we can offer you what that first step is. I'll give you Zen, please. Thank you.
Okay. So, yeah, so if someone is looking, I mean, tuning in and looking or maybe catching the replay of our podcast later, and you are considering to start your own online business, but you are afraid to take that first step, just take it. Like, we are real people here. We've done this and then that, we're not that pro, but we have the experience to share that we have done this, and this is a legitimate business that we've been doing for quite some time now. This has provided us with great positive results in our lives, and we have made some, as I've mentioned earlier, we have built relationships because of this business. It has given us, that confidence and personal growth, not just the financial side of the business that has provided us with that advantage. And this business is, as I said earlier as well, this has been an answered prayer for myself. So yeah, take that leap of faith. I mean, you can trust us. If you've been following us in our pages, then reach out to us and we will be very happy to guide and help you. Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you. That's for
Banshee.
me.
Yeah, please share us I'm sure there's a lot of skepticism, that's
Mhm.
what we are against.
Okay, so yes, students are curious about this business. Like, yes, take that leap of faith, and one decision will change your life and your family's life, because that was it me. I was, I was scared. There was lots of doubt, but take the next step. If you think it's not really for you after you watching that, the full informations about this business, then you can ask a refund anyway. It's 100% refundable, and if you want to proceed, then go ahead, and then it will not, so you can ask refund, and that's it. So you have no commitment for it. Okay, so yes, back to you, sis Luisita.
Uh, Coach Caroline, please share with us. I'm
Yes,
sure there's a lot, yeah, of
I
skepticism.
want to add on to what Zen and Venji have mentioned, because a lot of people say, I don't have time now, I have to wait for X, Y, and Z. What I can really tell you is there will never be the perfect timing for you to start. If you don't make a change now and take that step, nothing will change for you. You're going to stay stuck a year from now, 5 years from now, nothing will change. So the perfect time is now. All you need to do is just take that step for your future, for your family. So you have nothing to lose. Take that step, sign up with one of us, watch our free overview, and decide for yourself, whether it's a good fit. But at least you would have taken action, right? So I want to say there is no perfect time except for now. So just do it. Thank you, Coach Lucita. Back to you.
Thank you so much. I always say that in whatever age you are at, always remember that fear will not make you grow. Nothing grows in comfort zone. So if you're really looking, and if you feel in your heart that this every live that you see that offers our business and you can't sleep, there's something to it. So fear is the one that's blocking you from growing, which all of us went there and we go through it every single day. But if you want a future that you deserve and your family, I think you have to look at our free webinar. And the next step is, are you really looking at the solution? You don't just stop from a free webinar, because it's like you're looking at it and you just was curious. But if you want to make a change and you're not afraid to fail or be successful, I think you have to really look at the business and join us. So that button, when you watch a free webinar, there is a join us and connect with us in Facebook, and you will watch our journey. That is just amazing. I think not to, but it's a breath of fresh air. So that's our podcast. We're 27 minutes. Again, Caroline, Zen, and Banji, thank you for taking your time in your busy schedule. And every one of us is busy, but dream big. Midlife women, 18 years old to 85 years old, you are welcome here. And thank you for tuning in. Have a blessed night. God bless everybody.
God bless everyone. Bye.
God bless.
Bless.
Have a good
Bye.
Bye
night.
bye.